Hi everyone, this is James van Praagh, your spirit guide, spirit medium for over 30 years, the voice of the spirit world, and I am here today to work with you. In the last video, we covered the most crucial keys in contacting the other side, and I gave you exercises. I'd love to know how you did with them. In today's video, we're going to delve more into working with spirit and actually having you connect with one of the most important spirits in your circle, one of your spirit guides. So many people ask me, what are spirit guides? Do we all have spirit guides? Do I know my spirit guides? How do I get to know my spirit guides? Well, it's very easy in that everybody comes back on this earth. All of us souls come back with teachers, loved ones here on the earth and in the spirit world. There are those beings or guides or teachers in the spirit world, and some have never touched this earth, and some have been on the earth many times. Some you've known before in past lives, and some you've never met before. There are master teachers, master guides, and there are other guides who help you really based upon a certain thing that you're involved in your life, a certain aspect of your life that you're getting involved in. Now, as far as mediumship, just because you're getting now involved in the art of mediumship or the process of mediumship, just by doing that, you will draw into your atmosphere, draw into your space, those beings who are going to help to influence you to perfect your mediumship. When I first started developing as a medium and set in my development circle, that's when I became very aware of who my certain guides were and their position and their reason for being in my space. I remember I had a chemist or a doctor from England, Dr. Henry. I also had a Native American Indian who was there to teach with mechanics of mediumship, believe it or not. I also had a Catholic nun who I still have to this day, and her name is Sister Teresa, and she comes in on what she calls the compassion ray. So she will influence my messages with compassion, and that's how she works. So we have all different types of guides and teachers. There's also a guide called the gatekeeper. Many refer to it as the gatekeeper anyway, or the master guide, which is the one who's really in charge, kind of in charge of the rest of your guides, and really is the one who makes the decisions or the choices about when you're working as a medium, who's going to come through, what spirit is going to make a message and attempt to make a message. And we'll work with the other guys within the circle to help you to really open yourself up to receiving from that other spirit. So that's your gatekeeper. They will be the one responsible for who comes through and working with your other guides. Now, some of you might say to me, is it important I know my gatekeeper? I'm not going to give that pressure to you. What I really would like you to do is just to become aware of just one guide, whether it's a personal guide, a professional guide, a joy guide, whatever guide comes through will be the guide that you need to know right for now. So don't worry so much about having to know all of your guides, your teachers, and who they are. Many people also ask me, many students, they say, I need to know the name of my guide. Not from the spirit point of view. If you can just get a sense of a guide, maybe you'll get a sense of a feeling of joy and happiness when that energy comes next to you. And you'll associate that that is a guide who works with you. When you call in for your guides, that feeling might come over you, and that you know then that your guide is there. Or you might set up communication with a guide where they come into your space once you call them, and they might tap you over the head. Or they might give you a sense of a cold breeze. There's all different ways that your guide will establish a connection with you. So be patient and don't expect what you want. Let them tell you. So it might be very, very subtle, or it might not be subtle. Just be open to how they want to communicate with you. They know better from their point of view. And right now, I'd like to share with you a few techniques on meeting a guide of yours. Okay, first, I want you to make sure you sit in a very comfortable place, in a chair, cushion. Make sure it's very comfortable. Close your eyes. You might want to have some soft music behind my voice. That's not important, but it is that you just close your eyes and then become aware of your breathing. And I just want you to inhale through a count of 7 through your nose to the heart space, and then exhale out of your mouth, a count of 7. Inhale love and release any old stagnant energy, any limitations of thinking, any fear energy, any old patterns. It's going to be a refreshing inhale and just bring in new energy, new insight into your heart. And exhale, letting go of all the old stuff, out with the old, and in with the new, and out with the old. And just building up that beautiful sense of your heart, love. The heart is the seat of the soul. And that is really what you want to expand with each breath. Getting bigger, bigger, expanding more of your awareness of yourself as a beautiful spiritual being. And just bring yourself to that space. And just several minutes of inhale through 7 counts. And exhale, 7 counts. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And as you do more of this going within, the inner journey, opening yourself up to your heart space, to your spirit, where the spirit resides, you'll begin to become mindful of what you feel like as a spirit. Be mindful of what do you feel like as a spiritual being. Compassionate perhaps, kind, eternal, full of life, vigor, whatever it is for you. Your spirit has lived for eons and eons of times, of lifetimes, eternal being. There is no death. And just bring yourself to the awareness that you are a brilliant light, this beam of light, and that you're not limited to the physical body, but you could stand in front of the body. You're not limited to space and time as we know it in a three-dimensional world. You go beyond the three-dimensional world, where there's new explorations, new experiences, new memories to create. And as now, just imagine, use your imagination, standing in front of the body, and as you stand there in this brilliant light that you are, I just want you to be mindful of the light. What is the color of your light? The value of your light? The brilliance of your light? What does that feel like for you? Your spirit. Just feel your spirit self. Feel your connection to the God source energy which you are. And as you feel that light, that God source energy, just really remembering that state of yourself, just send out a thought to the spirit world, to one of your guides, and just send, "Dear spirit guide, I ask you now to come forth in front of me now at this time. Dear spirit guide, come so close to me now in front of me and show me yourself, that I may know you in my mind's eye and may be aware emotionally of what you feel like, the brilliance, your energy. And just let your mind slowly open up. And coming before you now is a teacher, a guide. You may know them, you may not. It doesn't matter. I just want you to feel the energy that you feel as they come close to you now. And perhaps see their colors. Is there one color more dominant than another that stands out? What is their personality like for you to register that you know that this is one of your main guides that comes before you now? And become aware of how the space changes as they step into your space. How does it make your spirit feel when they connect with you? How does it change your spirit? How does it change the energy in the atmosphere all around you? And as you connect with them now, feel the love they have for you and they've had for you through eons and eons of time. Feel the familiarity you share with them. You've explored many, many spaces and places, lifetimes, experiences of life, all different types. Just feel that connection now. And just ask, dear spirit guide, I ask that you now imprint upon my mind this feeling, this sensation, that I know that you are with me here, that when I feel this way and see these colors and have this knowingness, I know that you are in this space and we are connected as one. Oh, great Spirit, Master, Teacher, I thank you for your service. And so it is. And then take a deep breath and slowly exhale. And slowly come back into the body, the awareness of the body. And inhale. Back into your feet and your legs, and exhale. Your torso and your shoulders. And one more time, back into the awareness of the body. And inhale. And exhale. And slowly now be more aware of the body, the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the head. And as you come back into the awareness of the body, now you can open up your eyes, being back in the body. Look down at your feet, your legs, your arms. You might want to raise up your arms, come back fully in, and then feeling back centered into your being. And I find this so, so important that after you do an exercise like that, that you remember that there is a residual effect, that even though you're back into the awareness of the body, the physical body, you still bring back with you that residue, that connection. It's right there. So enjoy it. And now that you've met that one guide, I want to share with you another technique or an exercise I use on a daily basis, and I find it fun and joyful to use this. So I wanted to share that with you. So through your day, you have to become aware, a mindfulness, an awareness, if you will, that you, of course, are a spirit or soul having a human experience, and that every day there are lessons for your soul to learn. And that's why we're here. So when you go through your day, I want you to pay particular attention to situations that occur, problems maybe, discussions, maybe something at work. And instead of getting involved in it and having a knee-jerk reaction emotionally, I want you to stop, take a breath back, and ask your guide, what soul lesson am I learning here? Just connect. What soul lesson am I learning here? And I also want you, when you say that, what soul lesson am I learning here, asking that, I want you to be aware of the space above you and around you, of the guide that comes to that space at the moment you ask that question. Feel their energy, feel their personality. When they say the lesson, receive it from the guide. You might find that there might be a different guide each time you ask. So just be mindful of it. It's okay if it is. I just want you to start to begin to be mindful in a different way of your daily life. So every situation, there's a reason why something happened. What are you learning from that situation? So each of these are small elements and aspects of my brand new online mediumship certification course, which goes much more in depth with the teachings and the expansion of not only your own consciousness and awareness, but connecting with the spirit world. And I'll be telling you more about it very, very soon. So I'd love to hear more from you. So please comment below about your experience with your guide and what you learned today. I look so forward to it, and it helps not only me, but everybody else who's reading it. Thank you very much for joining me. I look forward to the next video where I will share with you various techniques which I have used over the past 30 years and honed to perfect my craft. These will make all the difference in your life. So stay tuned.